role first in the night phase. So I was very happy with the role that I got, make of that what you will. And I was able to enjoy the peaceful music in order to calm myself down. And I was like, this, and then I had to do that. But I was like, yeah, this is enjoyable, this is fine, calm down. I exhaled, took a few deep breaths in and out. And then the second piece of music came on, and all the stress came back.
10 seconds left.
I will not nominate myself, but I'll let two nominate me, and I would recommend a 5-way split. I think we get more out of the game in this way. I'd like to talk at least. I would like another 30 seconds, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, player number one. I would like to remind players, if you want to nominate someone, you need to use the presenter to say, I nominate, or I'm nominating, and you need to make sure I register it. Okay, player number two, you have... JW, can you go and ask them to be a bit more silent in the other room?
Shut up!
No, you need to actually walk there and ask them, okay? Thank you. Just to lower their voice a bit, if they can.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And we're continuing with plan number two. Plan number two, you have 1 minute starting now.
Okay. I nominate number one.
Registered one.
So we can do a split. We can later decide if it is a 5 or 2 split. I'm not a big fan of number 1 minute, to be honest, but I don't think that exactly means that he's mafia. But he didn't say anything, I think, that made me think that he was a citizen. He also didn't. Yeah, but I mean, I would say number 1 was a grey minute. I do recognize that in a way it was maybe difficult to have nice thoughts because the second song didn't have much lyrics. However, I will tell what I thought. It is true that we have 2 different styles of songs. In the first one, I thought that it's good to have this song where we have the mass because it helps relax. And then the second one, I think it was one of a video game. I couldn't realize which one exactly. And for me, the noises reminded me of mouses, like a chorus of mice doing different noises. That's what I was thinking. And yeah, now we can. Yeah, we should do a split.
Thank you, player number 2. Player number 3, no 1 minute.
Okay. I was trying to, when number 1 was speaking, I had the pleasure of playing with player number 1 in the previous game, in a casual game yesterday, and I was trying to compare his demeanor today to the game yesterday, because I have difficulty with finding number 1's color. But the one difference I did think that he gave a lot more energy as a player today in contrast to yesterday, so I think he's a lower on energy today, and I think he tends to be slightly rarer for me because he was mafia in that game, but he was with high energy. Both number 2 are a little bit nervous, and I can see them twiddling their thumbs, but so I can't play with them overly confidently. Number 2 is slightly less red for me because I feel like you didn't give a very detailed analysis of number 1. All you said that you couldn't find his color, which is fair enough. But I don't feel like you've tried very hard. And you talked about the split. And by the way, I don't think we should do a 5-way split.
one, so they're obviously doing the same thing because they were trying to think about the differences between the music too, so it's more red. For me, also, it's like a mouse with a speakerphone. Please can we not have that song again, because that's horrible. Three's hands were slightly shaking whilst they were talking, and also had the opposite position, so I don't love that. It's not conclusive for me because, again, everyone's nervous at the beginning, but you know, obviously it's darker for that.
10 seconds
4
left.
took the right position, so I take 4. I'm going to nominate 1. I nominate 1.
Registered 1
Done.
already nominated.
Please can explain the split because I get really confused with the two.
Thank you, player number 5. Player number 6, you have 1 minute.
Hello everyone, I want to play 2, 5 and 4 could be red, I guess, positionally. I don't know, 1 wasn't giving me much of anything, to be honest. I know we talked about being nervous before the game, but I think that's the least energised I've ever seen you play any game ever, but maybe it's because you're nervous, but I couldn't possibly say that 1 is redder than 2 because of this. That's the problem I have with play number 3. I wasn't wild about 2's speech, but the thing about the mice, I liked it. I don't know, it didn't seem fake to me. I think I was a bit paranoid about 5. When we woke up, I immediately turned to her and said, "Has my makeup smudged?" And I was really excited as well because I've got a red card. We both wanted to be red, but she seemed a bit dazed when she woke up. You didn't have we didn't immediately connect on smudged makeup. You're tired, fine, but I think she spoke well, so that's kind of subsided my paranoia somewhat.
10 seconds
I
left.
don't know about 4. The only thing read in 4 is that she said about the mice thing. Is she just giving us 2's colour? I don't know. I didn't like your comment on 3. Like, be stronger against 3. If you don't like him, don't take him. It's fine. 2, 5 are my colours for now.
Thank you, player number 6. Player number 7, you have 1 minute.
Yes. I think out of all the players that have spoken, I agree with 6. Almost the most, at the most, but not completely. So I also don't think that 1 gave a very good minute. This is the tournament. Bring your A game to it, and then that wasn't it. I think 2. I can understand your minute. So I take you. 3, don't agree that much with, but 4, I thought emotionally you were red.
10 seconds left.
5, I also thought emotionally you were red, but you thought that 1 had a not so bad minute. So for that.
Thank you, player number 7. Player number 8, you have 1 minute. 1 second. Player number 8, you have 1 minute. No? Just wait a second. Jay, can you close the door and talk to her outside? Or? Okay, great. No, don't need to do that matter. Okay, player number 8, you have 1 minute.
Hi, player 8 here. Glad to be red so I don't have to feign the energy that comes with being black. What did I think? 1, great. You mentioned doing your hands like this. I thought you were going to go into talking about putting your hands on your shoulders, which might have been an interesting thing to continue into from that sort. 2, I like your position, I'll take 2. I think I will take 2. 3, I'll put grey. I didn't like your position with 1. I saw you kind of blinking around looking at everyone at the beginning of the game. That's something that I've been told when I play Avalon. It's something that I do when I'm a spy. Because I don't know if it applies to this game, but that is something I've been told I do. 4, I like your mouth stuff. To be honest with that song, I think at the beginning it sounds a bit like Postman Pat, and I don't know, I haven't watched Postman Pat in ages. I hear it's been a bit revamped, maybe that's the theme tune now. 5, I like your position, so I'm taking you as well, so you can 2, 4, 5. 6, I kind of like your position, but I didn't like your energy. I felt like you were a bit kind of coming out the gate strong. Maybe you're more used to tournament play, and this is the right way to play. For me, I felt like that kind of energy I often put in when I'm Mafia to try and
Thank
get
you,
a bit
player
lucky.
number 8. Player number 9, you have 1 minute.
I don't know, so few positions at this table for me, except of player number 6 and slightly player number 8. Because, so I'm playing 8, 6, 2, and if you take 5, I'm fine with that for this moment. It's usually hard to understand the position of number 5 for me. because I told already at some games that you are speaking this and that and a little bit of that. Yeah, okay, one. Very low energy, which for me
10
is
seconds left.
more black move, but 3 said it's rather for him, so not play with 3, not play with 1, instead you took him, so I don't play with these 2 players. 4 is a dark horse for me, because energy was so high, and you didn't take 1, but you
nominate
took 2,
or
right?
nominating, and you need to make sure I register it. Okay, player number 2, you have
too big.
thank you, player number 9, player number 10,
Shut up!
I know that player number 3, so 226 vote 1, 226 vote for 1, the remaining players vote for 3, okay? 226 vote for 1. I'm not sure what player number 1 there. I think it's like necessarily so dark that no one's on the table apart from player number 3 play with her. Like that's the trend, like everyone just doesn't play with
number 2, thank you, player number 9.
You look so nervous, and 4 said you're relaxed, but the one thing I like about your minute is about the details that you pick up with the songs. So I think you're needing more rapid for players to call you. You look really relaxed, which is player number 4. I have a big question about 1-4, and player number 4, like 4 is my darkest player on the table, and then 4 is asking to check 3 for saying position. No, position you can't play with 3. Not positionally. If you don't like his minute, then like just don't play with him. I think 6 is rather plays with 3. Okay. 226 vote for 1.
Thank you very much. And we're continuing with 1 nomination of player number 1 that are registered. So we're going into night time. Everybody go to sleep. Please close your eyes. I didn't register. I didn't register. I didn't register. I didn't register. I registered only player number 1. So we're going into night time. Yes.
Should we watch the replay to see that?
No, it's the responsibility of the players to make sure that they register or accepted when they nominate. So we're going to night time.
The player number 1 is giving the game. He didn't nominate any other player. So this is a
Right, so because they're not going to.
that's what happened. So no.
I'm still.
Yes, but I don't understand exactly what happened there. I didn't see any split. So probably the player number 6 is killed. Player number 6 is killed. So Morgana is out. It's probably a good move for them. She didn't play with player number 6. Player number 3. Player number 3 is a Mafia. So it's also nobody play with player number 3. So I think he's going to be in very good shape this round. He need to recover. Nobody likes his minutes.
Who did you think had the best minute?
Who had the best minute? I do think player number 6 had the best minute.
She was confident. She sounded
confident, and she chose the right players. So, for her perspective, she didn't have the last 2 Mafia talking yet, but she was very good. We'll need to see what her will now. Will she?
One, three, five.
1, 3, 5 has been registered. Everyone else, please open your eyes. Player number 6. has been killed, and they have 1 minute starting now.
Why 5? I think 5 has. The way 5 woke up was so bizarre. I think 5 has 5 has an active role perhaps in this game. Sorry to out you, maybe. I thought the way she woke up was weird. And I'm thinking about interactions. The other option is 9, 5, and someone between 1 and 3. I think, to be honest, no one likes 1's minute on the. I'm so sorry, number 1. No one likes 1's minute on the table. I think 1 is a final elimination at this point. Everyone says 2 is red. I'm not. I think 7 is red, and I think 8 is red, and I like the way 10 spoke. I'm really not sure about 9 because she takes the people that gave positions, which was me and 8, and then said, 5 is your colour. You take 5. It's really difficult. It's really challenging. I know. I'm trying to think of the teams here. I think 1, I would vote between 1... Why?
10 seconds left.
How is it? You know I'm red. Let me speak. 4, yeah, I'm not sure. The only thing 4 said about was the mice. To be honest, it's difficult. I think 10 is red, I think 8 is red. I think 7 could be red as well. That's what I think. Mafia are here.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, player number 6. And this morning, we start with player number 2. Player number 2, you have 1 minute.
Okay, I nominate 1.
Registered 1.
That's not like, let's everybody speak, and if somebody seems more black before we finish the round, we vote that person. But otherwise, we can get rid of 1. So I think that after this first round, the one I was agreeing the most was 6, but sadly she died. So now I think the one I think that gave the better minute was of 8. About the other people, like, I didn't get much about and didn't understand very well some of the 9 position, but she can explain better when it's her turn. There was some, I was at the beginning as well.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm a bit suspicious of 5 because 5 and 6 had very similar positions, so I thought that maybe one was Mafia trying to copy the other, and then...
Thank you, player number 2. Player number 3, you have 1 minute.
Look. I nominate player number 4.
Registered
4 is the most suspicious player for me. 10 is the reddest, okay? 10 is the reddest, and I suspect a lot of Mafia between 4, 5, 1 between 7, 8 potentially, but I'm not sure. But listen, here's the reason, okay? There is no way the 2 was the absolutely reddest color on the table. I 100% agree. There was nothing especially red about 2, and yet people took 2 so hard and tried to blacken me with it. And, like, on what basis is 2 red in this game? There's nothing in particular. And I explained very clearly why I found 1 red, right? I compared him to the game. I had him as number 1, and I said, he's changed his demeanor. I think he's red in this game, right? And there was something funny in player number 4's speech when she said, I'm not 100% sure yet. Wow, that's a pretty high degree of probability. It's like, I'm not sure that I'm going to give a black check yet, but, maybe soon. And I think the reason why 5 is slightly redder is because 2 now spoke against 5, one of the people who take him, so 5 is slightly redder for me in that area of suspicion, but I'm highly suspicious of 4. Nominate player number 4.
Already been nominated. Thank you, player number 3. Player number 4, have a minute.
I loved 6's best move. It's literally what I was thinking is what I was going to say if I was eliminated first. I nominate player number 3 because it's nominated me, and also that wasn't a strong. Who am I playing with? Probably due to the end. No, I'm not. And 10, I'm playing with you, and I'm playing with 7, and I'm playing with 8, and I think I'm playing with 9. For me, and 2, I'm playing with 2. So for me, literally the Mafia is either 1, 2, 3, and potentially 9 is my. I'm sure. I am so strong. 7 is definitely red to me. It was 100%. I think 8 woke up. The way red up was very red to me. 10 sounds to me, but I read you emotionally as red based upon things. The reason why I was a bit sus on 5 and 6 and why I said to check 5, by the way, was I said 6 as well, but 5 was really my check because when they woke up, they did look at each other, and I didn't think that 5's eyes looked like they'd been shut for things. And I know this isn't thing, but they looked so far, and 6 had a bit more of a blurry look. So basically that's my reason for 5. I finished strong, but obviously we need more time probably to go there. But I loved number 4.
It's the opposite way around. I was blurry, as 6 said, and 6 was going, and I was not with it yet. So actually that's totally wrong. Also, I'm red and 6 is dead, and I was suspecting 6 to be honest, because she tries to buy me quite hard when she is Mafia. So it's not looking good for you. Although I was thinking you were red based on your facial expressions, but we're going downhill on that. So nominate 4. I didn't like 10 at all actually, because 10 said that everyone found 1 black at the table. Actually, everyone found 3 black at the table. Most people found 1 grey or didn't have a strong enough colour, and that was a huge part of 10's argument. So I didn't like 10 at all. However, the only people that asked for checks were 4, who said check 5, and I said check 10, and no one's come out to me. So I have to assume that either I was, I don't think I was checked, so 10 is more likely to be red because. Yeah, so I think that 10 is more likely to be red because I think I would have come out to either way. I think that 7 is more red, I think that 8 is more red, which means 1, 3, 4, and 9, although 3 is redder after this minute.
Thank you. Player number 5. Player number 7, you have a minute.
I nominate player number 5.
Registered 5.
So, yeah, I feel like the table is a bit divided. I like player number 8, 9, and 10's minute, and my suspects are all on the other side of the table. This round, I think 3 spoke well, and he explained his previous minute. 1 we didn't hear from. 2 is kind of okay. I'm most suspicious between 1 and 5. We didn't hear 1 yet, so right now I'm leaning towards voting 5. I didn't agree with your position.
There's 10 seconds left.
4, I'm not sure about. 4 is a bit.
Thank you, player number 7. Player number 8, you have a minute.
Yeah, it feels like the 2 possible kind of rough teams here, isn't it? I mean, I think I'm playing against 1, 3, and like one of 5 and 10. But there's also the world where it's 4 with someone, and with your kind of votes, 5, 6, and 6 goes. You said 1, 3, 5. I mean, positionally you were against them, so I don't really get that. I still think that 1 is probably, I nominate 1. I agree. I mean, 6 obviously red, 6 says 1, and I kind of agree. I didn't like your first minute. And sorry, please don't gesture excessively at me. 2, I socially read very red, which means that 3, I don't get how you can not see the kind of social read of 2. I feel like you're not playing with the reads. I have to play against you. So I'd be quite happy with you being voted out either, depending on how 1's minute goes. 6 didn't say they were the sheriff when they went out. I didn't hear them say they weren't the sheriff, but I assume that they would have come out if they were the sheriff.
10 seconds.
Probably still have a sheriff around here somewhere. 7, yeah, I like your position.
Thank you, player number 8. Player number 9, you have a minute.
Oh my god, I'm so confused. I liked the speech of player number 5 till the very moment she said 1, 3, and 4, and then 9, probably black team. How could it possibly be? If 3 nominated 4, they obviously in opposite team. 1 is playing against 4 because 4 said 1 is red at the 0 circle, then she just turned out the opinion and said he's black in her team. You said you would name the same colors, which 6 name, and she named 1, 3, and 5. Who she named?
That's
number 2. You wanted position from me, but what was your position? So what I see now, the team is 2, 4, and 7. You say 7 speech is red for you. How is it red? I don't know. I don't get this position. About number 2, you wanted my position. What was your position about the table? I didn't get it. And
thank you, player number 9.
it's not.
Player number 10, have a minute.
I nominate player number 4, I nominate player number 4, I nominate player
Already been
number 4.
nominated.
So, like player number 4, play with me. If I'm black, I have no reason to play against a player that play with me. Okay? So, I think 4 is black. I think 5 has been the scapegoat because like 6 convenient left of well is 1 and 5, and then 2 just jump in straight away, say, oh yeah, 5 is black, and then plays here just jumping in and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna nominate 1. 1 even spoken this round, like I just don't understand your fixation on voting out 1 without his minute even, like when he didn't even have his second minute. So I'll be voting for 4 here. I think 5 is leaning more red because 4 went against 5, 2 1 is against 5. I think Mafia between 7 and 8 could be likely. 9 is leaning more red. I'm playing with 3, 5, 8, and 9. I'll play 3. Like, I don't see a team with 3. And if it's Mafia, who is he with? Like, just me? And everyone's calling me red. And what, like 2 Mafia here? Okay, so yeah, so my team 3, 5, 9.
Thank you, player number 10. Player number 1, you have a minute.
I'm the sheriff. 4 is the black check.
That's a
Oh,
foul.
fantastic.
Number 3.
That's music to my ears. I can change what I was about to say. I was about to try and save 4 because 4 you've made a lot of mistakes, but emotionally you seem good. But now I'm no, you're bad. Thank you to 9 for
That's a foul for player
highlighting.
number 4.
Thank you to 9 for highlighting exactly what happened. 4 in their first minute said player number 1 is pink, and then I didn't say a single word, barely made any actions, and then said 6 said that I'm bad and was like, yeah, I agree with 6. So what's your position and how did it change given that I didn't say a single word? Thank you. Player number 2, you accused 5 of parroting 6, or one of them of parroting the other, even though 5 spoke before 6. So I'm not saying you're bad, but that's a fallacy in your argument, unfortunately. I am saying that I'm playing heavily with
The sheriff has revealed to
10.
me 1 out.
I'm
That's
playing
the second
with...
foul for.
Whoa! You're
10 seconds left.
4 bad. Okay, 4 bad, that's great. Okay, we get rid of 4. I am playing with 9
Thank
and
you
10.
very much, player number 1. I must warn you, don't gesticulate excessively and don't overly emotional. I'm going to warn you and foul you for all those things. Now there's no signals at all. Signals will be fouled. The nominees are 1, 4, 3, and 5. 1, 4, 3, and 5. Okay, again, it's going to be 1, 4, 3, and 5. Votes for player number 1. That's 1 vote. Please remove your hands from the table. I'm warning next time it's going to be a foul. Player number 4. Votes for player number 4. Thank you. And votes for player number 3. And that's a foul for player number 3. And votes for player number 5. You decided to eliminate player number 4. Player number 4, you have 1 minute starting now.
I repeat what player number 6 said. I think it's 1, 3, and I'm not so sure on 5 now, but I think it is 5. I still play with 7, 8, and 10. 10, what are you doing? You are not the sheriff. You did not check me black. I know you're not the sheriff. You didn't check me black because I'm not black. So you're just messing up for reds right now. But I do still think you're red, but you need to stop pretending he's not the sheriff. The sheriff has revealed to me. I don't like, obviously, I'm revealing, but anyway. So yeah, so I'm still going with 1, 3, and probably 5. If it's not 5, then it's 9. But I'm pretty sure it's probably 1, 3, and 5. He's definitely not the sheriff. Yeah, I maintain 6 as well. I did say to check 5. I think 5 would be a fantastic check because if 5 is not black, then I think the team for me would be 1, 3, and 9. Obviously, 10 if you are 10 could be Mafia now, obviously based upon what they're doing positionally. So that is something to bear in mind. I emotionally read 10 as red, but positionally you've just gone against the red. So
thank you very much. Round of applause for number 4.
Okay, number 4 was murdered. Was eliminated in the game.
Yeah, number 4. Right, that was a bit of a turn up for the books, wasn't it? Number 3 managed to turn that around quite well.
Yes, he managed, but then he was revealed himself as a sheriff because number 6 didn't want to do it. So there is a possibility they will decided to.
Sorry, I just had to. I'm just learning how to use this audio, so
Yes.
having to mute the different tabs at the right time. Sorry, just repeat that there.
Right now, I don't. Okay.
Can you just repeat what you said? I'm having to learn how to mute the different tabs at the right time.
I want to see who is getting medal now, so it's probably give us some more information. And well, I think it's you're going to be a Mafia win because 6 is under the radar.
Yeah.
He spotted the 9 a little, and 3. It wow. I can't hear myself talking. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, but the music is very loud.
Yeah, so mute that screen. I'm having that. So if you mute that screen, then keep us on
Yes, but then
volume
I
up.
don't hear you. Uh, do you hear me now? Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay, I understand. I understood what to do. Okay.
yeah.
So did you saw the investigation? Because I didn't manage to see the investigations.
No, I was sorting out my screens.
Okay, they killed the sheriff. So it's all depend on what he said and who did he investigate. I do suspect that they will eliminate player number 3. That's what the balance should be. If the sheriff, one of the sheriff, whatever they decide.
Who my Mafia? So I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, I mean, 10 and 3 have both been claiming sheriff against me. I came out to 4 yesterday. So I think 3 and 10 have to be taken out. We need to balance of 4, clearly. And for me, our sheriff. So I think 3 and 10 both have to go on consecutive days. Yeah, it's a toughie.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, it's a toughie. I mean, I'm against 3 and 10. Worry about 7, but not very much. 2 is my reddest. 5 seems good, probably.
Thank you very much, player number 8. Round of applause, player number 8. This morning, we start player number 3. Player number 3, you have 1 minute starting now.
Okay, what happened there was, if you notice, like my checks were actually, I'm the share of this game, okay? And my checks were going to be between, I came out to 10, okay? So 10 just covered for me. So I think 10 is red, okay? 10 covered for me, 10 is not the sheriff, I'm the sheriff. My first check was 4, I explained why. I think it was pretty clear to the table I was coming out when I said I nominated 4. My actual second check was going to be between 8 and 2, because 8 to me was very suspicious, because he took 2. He said, I'm 2 socially red, like on what basis? On what basis is 2 red? I thought about checking 8. I'm very glad that I went instead and I checked 2. 2 is red for me, okay? So by process of elimination, 4 is black and 8 is black. There's only one Mafia remaining on the table. I'm not sure who it is. I think by process of elimination it's between 5 and 7. I think I nominate player number 7. I didn't like the fact that you didn't have an opinion on 4.
10 seconds left.
So yeah, but this is, it's clear, like 8's voting pattern was suspicious, so he decided to execute himself in order to give his version at least some credence.
Thank you, player number 3. Player number 4, you have 1 minute. Sorry, player number 5, you have 1 minute.
I have to think it's 3, even though 3 is being absurd and thinks there's a chance that I'm bad. 4 went so hard against me, asked for checks on me, and left me as black. Like, what are you talking about? I think that 3, however, is more sheriff. I didn't understand originally why the check on 4, but I do understand the check on 2. I don't fully understand the check on 6. And 4, when she was accused, went like this immediately. She went to this side of the table, so that I thought if she was Mafia, her Mafia were there. Also, the other reason I have to think that 4 is more black is because 4 was desperate for a check between 5 and 6. I didn't really understand why, given that she was playing the same position as us. And 6 died, so I know that she was wrong about that, right? That leaves Mafia between 1, 7 and 9.
10 seconds left.
I'm not going to nominate with the red check, I'm going to nominate 9.
Registered 9.
But I think that there's a really good chance that that was a protective check from 8.
Thank you, player number
so
5. Player number 7, you have 1 minute.
Okay, so if in the version where 8 killed himself, like what's the, like why did he do that? To just give 1 protective check, but then if like why not give 2 red checks that are still alive, and then you can kill one of them, and then your teammate can live a bit longer without raising suspicion. Although I don't understand the checks on 6 and 1, but I think if the sheriff dies, you generally kill the other one. So I'm nominating 3.
Register 3.
I also don't understand the check on 2. I thought 2 seemed pretty red to me. I can't agree with.
Thank you, player number 7.
5.
Player number 9, you have 1 minute.
Okay. 5, you became blacker for me. Explaining for you why 10 is red. Mafia doesn't cover his Mafia. Mafia doesn't reveal to his Mafia. 10 is red. She must be red for you. You are red for me because my sheriff is 8. So I play with 1 and 10, and that's it. Here is the black zone. There are 3 Mafias at the table because 4 was a black check of 3. And after black goes, what is the reason for self-kill for 8? To leave just 1 Mafia at the table? Is this Mafia cover so good? Because it's 3 then. Oh, no, it's from opposite team. So I think, or 5 is protecting 3 super hard. So it probably can be 2, 3, 5, or maybe, okay, this part of the table, 3 Mafias. Who is the least Mafia for me? At this moment, it is 7, despite of his bad speeches.
Thank you, player number 9. Player number 10, you have a minute.
Okay, so I share the same view with player number 9 about like we have to vote out 3 here, but I do think 3 is actually the sheriff. But I think it's just because, but the thing is, I think 1 is red, like because you remember in your version they're both black, right? 4 is black, 8 is black, and then they both left 1 as the balance. And to say 1 is black and ask to vote him out. So I think the Mafia is between 7 and 9, but unfortunately we have to go for 3 here because I just don't want to risk like losing 3 and 3. Like even though I trust you, but I don't want to do that. So you have to give like who your suspicious players are. In my team, I think the last Mafia is between 7 and 9. I see a team is just 4 and 2, but you check 2, so it can't be 2 in that case. So I just think because 4 and 8 went against 1 pretty hard. So I think 1 could be red, and then like the other one.
Thank you, player number 10. Player number 1, have a minute. Obviously, we're getting rid of player number 3 today. I thought at the start of the game that 5 was seeming red. I now certainly think they're black. Thank you to 9 for picking up on something I missed, which is that in not this minute, but the minute before, they gave the position of like, was it 1, 2, 3 or something like that, where people, was it that, where they clearly weren't playing on. You gave a team where it clearly wasn't people on the same team. Okay, well, it doesn't matter what the numbers, but you gave that. And then obviously this time you're looking to actually not even get rid of 3, or I think you're acquiescing to, you've accepted that you're going to have to lose a Mafia is what I think is happening. I do think it's 5 and 3. I understand, obviously, Mafia don't come from Mafia. I also thought that you seemed quite annoyed at round 1 when we couldn't split because that seems civilian. You seemed quite frustrated. You want to hear what people have to say. so I can hear that 10's good. I think 7 gave quite a good minute. Just
I need to complete my checks.
That's your third foul, player number 3.
So I would get rid of 3. I'm thinking 5, 3, and 2.
Thank you, player number 1. Player number 2, you have 1 minute.
Okay, I nominate 3. I think.
3.
So first of all, I completely agree with 9 minutes here. Like you have become completely red in my eyes because the point that you made that it doesn't make sense to make a self-kill because there is still a lot of people alive, and if his version was correct, it means that by doing that thing, they would choose to remain with only one mafia, which I don't think it would make sense here. So for that reason, I completely trust 8 as a sheriff. 8 said that 1 is red. Now, for me, it was also suspicious that 7 did nominate 3 did nominate 7, which makes me look 7 is better. 5 did nominate 9, which for me it seems like they wanted to put more. For me, 3 is Mafia, 5 might be Mafia.
Player number 2. We're going to go for vote. I need to warn you that player number 1 is on 1 foul, player number 3 you are 3 fouls, and that's it. The nominations are 7, 9, and 3. 7, 9, and 3. Votes for player number 7. 1 vote. Votes for player number 9. 0 votes. And votes for player number 3. Thank you. You decided to leave it to player number 3. Player number 3, you have 1 minute starting now.
It's a shame because you should have kept me on the table so that I could complete the checks because I'm actually becoming less certain of my colors. Like I read 10 as super red, but I'm now starting to think of conspiracy theories because I never checked 10 and she covered for me, but she always plays against her in Mafia. But I think 10 must be red. But I think the thing is like it's such a strong protective check on 1. Like that's also a possibility. Like if they knew that they were both going out, like it's almost anti-logic to say, oh yeah, 1 is.
4 said 1 has a black turn on 1.
It's a foul for player number 10.
Yeah, well, well that just means that she's Mafia. Okay, that just means she's Mafia.
10 seconds left.
Because that does not make any sense. I don't know. I mean, it's my red check is 2. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, player number 3. Okay, and tonight I will please put your masks on.
One against the other. And I'm not sure if it is the right thing to do because I think they could have won 3-3. It's difficult now to say what we're going to do.
I think it was always going to be really difficult to sell that story about the self-kill. It would have been very surprising if 8 had actually self-killed at that point. So I'm not really surprised that the 3 was out just there.
No, it's not surprise, but he didn't have to play against. He nominated the number 7, and I don't think he needed to do that.
He has to sell a story where 7 is trusted, and for that to happen, I think given that his cover was blown at that point, he has to sell a story which works, where 7 was actually on a team with 8 all along.
Yeah, so that's what he said. Red is okay, so maybe to put some suspicions on her. It's also a possibility, yes. Yeah, so number 2 is dead now because he was a red check.
Yeah.
So they all kind of now had to play the version of 8.
Exactly, they'll all have to play the version of 8. And Fid is a very strong player. I'm not surprised that they are coordinating on on player 2 tonight, just to get his social deduction powers off the table. But they don't want him thinking through this game anymore, because he's going to figure it out.
My estimation is 5. I'm also a bit suspicious of 10 because 10 did speak a reddish speech, but by a process of elimination, I think 9 is more red. 1 have been checked by the person I think is the sheriff, and 7 has been nominated by the person I think is not the sheriff. So based on that process, and also, so based on that process, I have to think that it is 5, and if the game continues, it might be 10.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, in my point of view, 1 has been checked, and 9 I'm trusting you completely. So good, citizens, and that's all I can.
Thank you, player number 2. Round of applause, player number 2. And this morning we started player number 5. Player number 5, you have 1 minute starting now.
Player number 5 is confused.
Wait, sorry, let's wait for player number 2 to leave the room and then we'll start. Player number 5, you have a minute.
Because I am incredibly sleep deprived, I failed to get together the 4 and 8 being back together meant that it obviously made sense to get rid of 3, which is why I didn't do that in my minute. 9 is definitely red, right? Because she has no incentive to switch the version that potentially the table was going to believe, and she's been quite aggressive in asking people their opinions. I don't know, I think that you're red now, based on how you played in the previous round. I think that 10 is red because if 3 is black, yeah. I think there's probably 1 left, because I think you're right, it's probably 8, and I think that therefore it's 7, because I think that 3 and 10 aren't going to be black together because of the way they came out. If 4's good, then there's 2 left. Then it would have to be 1 and 7. But the thing is, 3 nominated 7. So to be honest, I sat there at night being like, I nominate 7. I genuinely don't understand at this point.
Thank you, player number 5. Player number 7, you have 1 minute.
Okay, but player number 8 checked 1 as red. So if 8 is the sheriff, then 1 and 7 can't be the mafia. And in 8's version, there are 2 mafias still alive. I nominate 5.
Registered 5.
I mean, this minute didn't make any sense. To me, it's clear that 8 was the sheriff. I think 1 is red. Based on his, I think just emotionally, but also his positions make sense. 9 at 1 point when you had went against 2, 4, and 7. Who are all red. I thought you might be the mafia, but I think you've come around
left.
to the right version. And 10, by process of elimination, I think it's 5 and 10.
Thank you, player number 7. Player number 9, you have 1 minute.
The check of player number 8 first must be 4, because he revealed to her. But why she named 1 black, I don't understand. I don't get it. Maybe she was mistaken. I don't know. If 4 is red, we have 2 mafias at the table. For me, it's 5 and 7, but they are now running to different directions and they nominated each other. I am thinking if 10 can cover her own mafia, I'm thinking about this version based on my color, because 1 is a red check of my sheriff. And I don't know. I think they are just trying to do the last, to catch the last chance and to run different directions right now. Because 7, I suspected from the very beginning, 4 named 7 red.
10 seconds left.
I'll go for 5 this round, based on few times switching the opinion, also named players on different teams.
Thank you, player number 9.
Mafias.
Player number 10, you have 1 minute.
Yeah, so 4 lied when she went out because she said it was a black check on 1, and don't know, I think 8 maybe said he checked 6 first. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, he checked 6 first. Like, there's never a check on 4. So what's going on over there? Like, I just look at the inconsistency. I just don't think 8 is the sheriff in that view. So I think 4 is black. And 4, say, this was a check on 1, black check on 1. So I think 1 is leaning darker. 1 is leaning redder because 4 left you as black check. So I think 5 is redder because 4 and 5 went against each other. So I nominate 7.
7 already been nominated.
I just don't see why if 3 is gonna claim sheriff and then knowing he's gonna kill the counter sheriff, why he didn't just keep his mouth shut in that round? Why would he put himself out there and just let the sheriff
10 seconds left.
kill? And then why would he put it? I just don't understand that bit. So I think I'm still trusting 3 as the sheriff, but at least we get to continue the game. I think it's between 7
Thank
or
you,
9,
player
but 7
number
is
10.
darker.
Player number 1, you have a minute.
The most obvious team, hear me out, this is not the only statement I'm going to say, the most obvious team for me, because I do believe there's 2 Mafia alive,
Please speak with the speaker.
are 9 and 10. The most obvious team, the people that I think are backing each other, because you obviously made that statement about 10 must be good because such and such and such. I know you've just, in your minute then, you've got a bit of a thing. That said, I would be remiss of so much context in this game if I vote for one of you right now. You've reddened me from both sides. Maybe you could have done that because I thought you could be setting me up as a Mafia kill and excusing I'm a Mafia kill, but that didn't happen. So you've reddened me from both sides. You were annoyed about not getting the seconds earlier. I do take your point that Mafia, do they go for another Mafia? And Eleanor, emotionally red, but I'm sorry, I think I'm going to have to vote for you today. Otherwise 7. Nominate 5, nominate 7, nominate 10.
Nominated.
Just in case.
10
I don't know.
registered and you're out of time. Thank you, player number 1. No signals at this stage. And the nominees are 7, 5 and 10. I'll let you know how many fouls you have. 1 is on 1 foul and 10 is on 1 foul. Gestures will be fouled. So for any other violation. So again, it's 7, 5 and then 10. Now for the vote. Votes for player number 7. 2 votes, please remove your hands. Votes for player number 5. 3 votes, please remove your hands. Decided to eliminate player number 5. And the game is over. The Mafia had won the game. Your Don was player number 7, was Mafia with player number 9, and with player number 3. Your Sheriff was player number 8. Round of applause for everybody. Well done on the first game. And we're going to take it back to the commentators and broadcasters. Thank you, JW.
I got confused.
And thank
I
you,
think that you were right, but didn't understand what was
the
going
rest of the commentators. Well done,
I didn't
everybody.
understand for Kieran.
Okay, broadcasters, you must have heard that the game is now ended. We're bringing you live in now. 3,
7, 9
2,
and
1.
3.
Cue presenters.
7 was double-sided black at some point because he was black in a team of 8.
Yeah, exactly. No sweat at all from player number 7. 7 and 9 don't even look that delighted to win. They're just like, yep, cool. I knew I was going to win all along. Expected.
I also think even if they voted out player number 7, player number 9 was registered on the table.
Yeah.
All the player played with her, so she's supposed to get the most score of this game, for my opinion. She played very well. She gave very good argument, and they just can't. If I saw the game, I can't. I know the color, but you can see that something wasn't right with her position. But she was very convincing, and they couldn't see past it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I thought Blistons were always stated without too much conviction. She was just sort of like, oh, there's this world and there's this world, and it was interesting that I felt like she was good at convincing 10 because 10 managed to switch her position right back round to thinking that 3 was the real sheriff all along. At the end there, 10 was thinking, oh, you know, actually, I do believe 3. And I don't know if that was because she got sort of confused by what 7 and 9 had just said, and she was thinking through too many scenarios, and she just sort of looped back to that one. That was interesting. I don't know if that was actually a turning point. Although, I mean, equally, as you say, if they hadn't have voted out 5 then, I think that was still going to be a Mafia win, wasn't it?
Yeah, because 5 was is probably will go on in the next one.
Yeah, that was a good game.
It was a nice game. Yes, I think, but the people just need to be more to notice what people said and who they're playing for. I do think that player number 10. I don't see why she could think 3 is nobody in the table play with number 3 as a sheriff.
Yeah, I think it's just because she was thinking through so many scenarios then, and she was just trying to work out all the worlds, and then just got confused by what 9 had said.
And sometimes this is exactly the problem. When you overthink the conspiracy, you miss what is in front of your eyes.
Yeah. No, but you're right though. It is difficult to follow exactly and just remember all the rounds. You know, what did everyone do on every day, and just to start to remember the teams. Because I mean, I've been doing it here with. Right, exactly. So it helps. I've got a view of like this team versus this team, but I'm not surprised. Like number 1 was making a few mistakes. Just he misremembered what 5 had said earlier, and it wasn't critical, but it just shows like it is difficult to remember like all these combinations of everyone taking a position and then switching their position.
This is also my biggest weakness, but I do manage to go past it recently. And you just need to remember the key things. I don't remember everything. I don't remember every vote everyone said, because there are players who can tell you every vote who voted for me. I will never remember this. It won't happen.
Yeah.
But you do need to see the key. If you suspected in one player, so notice what his vote are. Okay, so then you can see if there something to suspect or not. I don't know. It's also sometimes hard when mafias play one against another. It's an old trick.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, at this level, we're going to see a lot of that. We're going to see a lot of it over the weekend of, of this split team. The team was perfectly split with Mafia on each side. They did that quite well. And keeping it going right up to the end, keeping 3 very much opposite, not at 7, they're not agreeing. And then later on, 7 and 9, not really on the same team either. But I thought they did that nicely.
Yes, they did nicely. The town they did less nicely. I don't think that in the player number the sheriff he was no, I thought he investigated number 1. He investigated number 2. Sheriff was investigated number 2, and he was playing with number 2.
Maybe it's just like a double checking,
No, it's not,
that who we can trust.
It's not a good check. It's not a good check. If you play with the player, why to investigate the player that you're playing with? I know that the table blackened him, so maybe it was trying to do that, but you need to investigate the player. They give you more than one column.
Thank you so much.
So if there's players who play against one against another very, very hardly. probably better to check one of them. Most likely, it will give you some kind of color on the other player.
Do you think in the early stages of the game, do you think he should have checked 4 when there was a lot of suspicion around 4?
Yes, probably, because if he cut it one, he knows 3 black net 4 very very hard, and also a lot of other also number 9.
Yeah, yeah. Would have been a crucial check if he checked number 9 straight up. Yep, that would have helped.
Okay. I'm just going to.
Oh, sorry, I just unmuted you. What did you say? Oh, hey, JW. Good to have you on the stream. Did you enjoy that game?
Yeah, that was an absolutely amazing game. I really enjoyed watching it. What did you guys think?
Fun. It was fun. It was fun. Such a strong Mafia team there. Such a strong team together, those 3.
Who do you think was like the standout Mafia contributor between 3, 7, and 9? Who do you think was the one who really...
There's a lot of echo.
Can you hear me?
There's a lot of echo.
Oh, it's just Simon being far too noisy. Bear with me, guys. It might be that I will join, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for doing the commentating. You guys are doing a great job. I'm going to sign off from this right now. Game 2 will be starting very, very soon, okay?
Okay, JW, do you want me to do game 2 as well? I'm not signed up for it. Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I know how to now control the audio at different times, so I think it'll be better.
I'm just going to get myself something to drink and I'll be back.
Yeah, what time do we need to be back?
5 minutes, something like this.
Take 5 minutes.
I can weather sitting on the table.
Okay, we're back in 5.